call? Like, what are we supposed to do? New setting, new video. So this is a chit chat with me. I'm going to be talking about all the over exaggerated, overhyped, stretched media trends, all of the above. I have 5 topics for you guys, and the discussion for today is why we feel the need to do things that social media tries to push upon us to do. Trends, for example. So I have all my topics here on my phone. I also have some notes that I wrote down, so if you see me looking down, it's just notes. But let's get into it. So the first topic is buying a house as a young adult. Buying a house as a young adult is not as pretty picture perfect as you think it might be. Listen, buying a house, it goes so much into buying a house. Like, first of all, terms, definitions. We don't even know half of the stuff that we get ourselves into half of the time. The stuff that we have to pay for is beyond unbelievable, considering that we're not taught the steps to buy a house, what potential causes might prevent us from getting a house, loans, interest rates. We're not taught this stuff in school. So it's like when we just go out of like our way to just buy a house based off something that's being pushed upon us or a new trend, it gets to the point where when problems like these do come up, it's like, what do we do? What do we do? We call the plumber, we call our dads, who do we call? Like, what are we supposed to do if this stuff comes and happens to us? So it's like, stop letting social media push things into existence like you have to get it. You know what I mean? For example, also, FYI, I know I'm 17, I'm still a teenager. I'm becoming a young adult. However, I do have a dad that is in business, and he talks to me literally all the time about investments, especially like buying a house. We talk about all stuff business all the time, and he like literally lets me know a lot of things that will help me when I get to the point where, you know, hey, I want to buy a house. I'm able to have that resource, him, to be able to guide me through the steps that I need to do. He was previously a banker. He knows all about this kind of stuff. What about the people who don't have a dad as a banker? What about the people who do not have a dad? What do we do? Who do we call? Whose number are we dialing? Like, you know what I'm saying? My thing is, when coming out of college, social media has pushed it upon us buying a house. Becoming a young adult, we all fantasize about the life of having an apartment, but buying a house is on a whole nother level. You are owning this property. You know, when having an apartment, it's so much more different because, of course, you have your apartment, but you don't own like the lobby or anything. You own this property. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it. First off, when you're buying a house, you're not just paying for utilities, you're paying for expenses, you're paying for the things you want, you're paying the property owners, you're paying for literally each and everything imaginable. You know, you have to think about cutting grass. You have to think about the supplies that you need for the house every time you run out of it. You have to think about stuff like that, and a lot of people do not. They just think about, oh, I have my own house though. I got the keys. You got the keys, son, but you don't got the money. We feel the need to go out of our way to get things with money we do not have. That's my point. How are you expecting to get this house when you know you cannot buy it? You know why you're trying to get the house? It's because social media said, hey, let's go get a house. And you said, let's go, girl. And I was just like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? It's gotten to the point where we literally let social media dictate the way we live our lives, and that is not how it should be. Absolutely not. Social media does not tell us how to live our lives. And I see nothing wrong with the fact of, I don't think I'm going to get a house until I get married. I see nothing wrong with that, because if, in my opinion, that's a smart woman. Of course, like, you got to think about, like, what if you don't get married? You know, stuff like that. But that's not the topic. We're not going into that. my thing is, I do not blame women who say that, because they are actually thinking long term about this. My thing when it comes to money is, if I can't buy it twice, then I'm not gonna buy it all. Or if I can't afford to buy it twice, then I'm not gonna buy it at all. You know what I mean? Unless it's bringing some kind of money into my pockets, why should I go out and buy it? You know what I mean? In that case, it's a liability and not an asset. An asset benefits you in some way, whether it's knowledge, financial, spiritually, educationally. It benefits you some way. But that's just a liability. It's taking money out of your pockets. It's not getting you anything. Sure, you might have the keys, you might have your own bedroom, you might have your own bathroom, but you can you can have those in an apartment, babes. You know what I mean? People will literally go out their way to buy a house, and then all of a sudden they're on the street the next month. You know why? Because they didn't realize the seriousness of the situation of buying a house, how much effort that you need to buy a house. Why do you think most people don't buy a house until they are married, happily married, probably like 2 to 5 years into their marriage? People don't go out and buy houses just because they want to buy houses. They have steps, they have plans, they have like things in order to go and buy this house, instead of just, you know, hey, I want to buy the house. We want a lot of things. I want a Tesla, but you know what? I don't have a Tesla. So it's like, stop letting social media be the reason why we corrupt ourselves, we corrupt our pockets, we corrupt our thinking. Like, we convince ourselves that we need these things, when in all honesty it hurts us the most. That's just my kind of take on the topic. I just want to add in here that this is completely off my opinion. I'm not talking about anyone specific. Like, why should we listen to a 17-year-old girl who hasn't really experienced the struggles? Listen, I'm a 17-year-old girl, but I'm growing up. I'm growing up. I'm getting to the point where I need to start thinking about these things, because when they do happen to me, I know what to do. So, topic number 2. BBLs, bigger breasts, and just the fit looking body. I'm all about the going to the gym girl, you know, building your perfect body. But listen, we all don't have that kind of mindset. You just gotta accept it. When someone doesn't want to go to the gym and work out, you cannot force them. You cannot drag them out of their beds and get them to go work out. A lot of people will not go to the gym and work out, and you know what? You just gotta leave that alone. Again, people are going to live their lives the way they want to live their lives. So if they don't want to go to the gym, they're not going to go to the gym. When people want their perfect body, they get surgery, or they get BBLs, or they get injections. I have no problem with the whole getting BBLs and injections and bigger breasts. But when it comes to the part where we're influenced by other people, and this is actually not an insecurity that we had until the trend started going around, that we needed them, that's when it became a little iffy. That's when it started blurring the vision, started corrupting our minds, basically. There is nothing wrong with getting, you know, fixing the body that you want. Because again, the gym does not work out for everybody. Where it gets a little iffy is when people let social media dictate their bodies. And then 90% of the people who get those injections, those surgeries, they're mad because men only see them for their figure instead of their personality, or men only see them for the way they look and not the way they make them feel. They only want them for their body instead of for their personality. It wasn't even an insecurity before. They didn't even care about it. But you know, the trend social media started going around, and now everyone wants a BBL. Everyone wants bigger breasts. Y'all are beautiful. Y'all are literally beautiful. Stop thinking that you need to put something in your body in order for you to be beautiful. Again, you can do whatever you like and you're still beautiful. Just don't let other people tempt you into getting it, unless it's something that you're really ready to commit to, that you really want. Now, if it's been an insecurity for as long as before as the trend even started happening or going around, then by all means, go get it. Go get it if you want to anyways. Just let people be the reason why you got it. You know what I mean? We are beautiful inside and out. I'm flat. The other person on the screen might be flat. But listen, we're still beautiful. It doesn't matter to me. Why should it matter to you? You look so good. But again, a lot of people don't have that way of thinking, so they go into drastic decisions and modes where they're like, okay, I have to get it, okay, I have to buy it, and then they regret it 2 months later because it didn't turn out the way they thought it was going to turn out. Don't let that be you. Get it only after you have thought into it and really made the decision to get it. Like, you have really did some research. You know the possibilities of what could happen if it doesn't work out. But you know the possibilities if it doesn't work out. You have done your research on it. You know what doctor you want to go to. Make sure you're doing all of these kind of researches before you go and get something. Because again, it could be like something that you have wanted for the longest, even before the trend started. And then you get it. And then you're just like, what in the world? Someone literally cheated you out of your money. Like, you got to think about stuff like that. What if you go to the wrong doctor and he literally messes you up for life? What if it doesn't go as how you plan? You have to think about stuff like that before you just jump in and get it. Again, it's okay to get stuff like that, because no matter what we get, we're still beautiful. And shoot, I'd be danged, or you be danged, if someone tries to tell you not to get anything, because we can get anything we want. It's our money, it's our lives. We live the lives that we want to. But again, you just need to make sure that the drastic decisions that you make, decisions that you are prepared to make. So that is just my little take on that situation. Again, my opinion, this is just how I feel on the topic. Topic 3, the men ain't nothing but dogs part. I'm gonna be honest, I was that kind of girl. Like, I used to think that way, but then I had to remember that if I kept thinking that way, if I kept thinking that all men were dogs, then I would find every last one of them. There are 7 billion people on this earth, and you're trying to tell me that all of them are the same? Absolutely not. Because we would all look the same. They would all look the same. They would all act the same. That is not true. The reason why people are led to believe this is because heartbreaks. Is because their favorite celebrity relationship, one cheated on the other. Again, y'all only see what people want you to see. All relationships are not picture perfect. They post a picture of them going on their little date to the Maldives, and then you think, oh my gosh, you guys literally are just so perfect. Y'all don't know that they just had an argument last night. Y'all don't know that they were just trying to fight over having a baby. Y'all don't know if people in the relationship was trying to move out the house the other week ago. They only put on social media which they want you to see. Not all relationships are picture perfect. Sure, they lasted for 2-3 years, but you gotta remember, people are gonna meet people all throughout their life. When they make the decision to leave, when they make the decision to go, when they make the decision to break up. A relationship works both ways. If someone's not feeling something, then obviously they're going to have to make a change. Sometimes those changes are cheating. It's something that we'll never understand to this day. Why not just have a conversation to us? Why not just tell us how you're feeling? Back to the point where not all of us think the same. We all say the same thing, but deep down we know if someone told us that, oh, I don't think it's just gonna work out, how would we react? Being in a relationship, it's getting to know each other. He knows you. He probably knows that you're sensitive. He probably doesn't want to hurt your feelings. And you're probably like, okay, so why does he go behind my back and cheat on me? Again, we all have different ways of thinking. We all have different ways of handling things. We all make drastic decisions that impact us a lot. But it's not our job to try to go investigate the situation. It's our job to do what's best for us at the end of the day. Going around thinking that all men are dogs, you're just gonna meet every last dog on this earth, because you cannot keep thinking that and then expect a happy, good relationship. It's just not gonna happen. Topic 4, because this video is getting I don't want to talk y'all to death. that girl trend. We all know the that girl trend. You wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, you get up, you go to the gym, you do whatever your profession, whether that's real estate, being a business owner, being a lawyer, stuff like that. And then it got to the point where, like, I literally loved the trend. It was all about hyping people up, motivating, like, girl, oh, I see you getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, making the best of your day. You better get it. You better go. You're working. You're doing the unimaginable to achieve the unimaginable. But then it started getting to the point where social media criticizing the girls that were staying up to 12 and 1 o'clock in the morning, but not doing anything productive. That were, like, waking up to 12 p.m., 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and then not doing anything all day. It got to the point where social media was criticizing those girls. You do not know what people have going on in their lives. They could literally just have lost their father last week. Again, that's to the point where people only show you what they want you to see. You do not know the last conversation they just had with their mother, or their dad, or their sister, or their brother. You do not know what is going on in their lives. So to be criticizing someone just because they don't live the way that you want them to live is completely not okay. We do not need to be doing stuff like this. We cannot tell people how to live their lives. If they want to get up at 12 p.m., 1 p.m. in the morning, let them get up at 12 p.m., 1 p.m. in the morning. This is not your life to live, babes. You have to focus on you. That girl trend, I didn't see anything wrong with it, because it motivated girls to better themselves, and that's what I wanted my channel to be about, to better yourselves, ways to better yourself, things that increases your knowledge, things that increases your pockets, you know what I mean? That's what I wanted my channel to be about. And then of course have like little girl conversations like this, chit chats with me, a little lifestyle videos and stuff like that. That's what I wanted my channel to be about. But when it got to the point where that we were criticizing people with problems that we had going on, we don't do that around here. No. Who are you to judge someone? Who are you? You, by all means, could be the one who just did that the other day. We don't know what people have going on, so it's not our place to judge someone accordingly to what we think. Again, we all have opinions, but that doesn't mean that every last opinion that you have needs to be shared. Topic 5, being a business owner. This is I love this topic. This is something that I needed to really talk about. Being a business owner, again, is not all picture perfect that we imagine it to be. I know this. I think a lot of business owners who have their own small businesses know this. A lot of people who are just getting started or doing the research they need know this. However, when I got to the point where it was like, I'm going to be a business owner. I'm going to be a business owner. I want to be a business owner. She's a business owner. Let's be a business owner. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. But is this honestly what you want to do? Or are you just doing it because your favorite TikTokers? Or are you just doing it because your friends do it? Or are you just doing it because everyone else is doing it? I wanted to be a business owner ever since quarantine started. That's when I found my place, when I found, okay, what I really wanted to do. Being a business owner, the trend, it was good because it was inspiring young minds to, you know, really put their own little sprinkle of their own personality into something that could benefit the world, the people, the buyers, the consumers. Basically, a business owner is a mindset. It's basically expressing yourself in a way that produces income. You know, being a business owner is all that, but again, there are a lot of downsides to being a business owner. It takes blood, sweat, and tears to be a business owner. You're going to lose money before you make money, and a lot of people don't understand that. You might think, oh, I can afford to lose a couple $100. Try a couple $1,000, guys. We're talking product. We're talking shipping. We're talking, you know, some people want to have a location for their business. We're talking location. We're talking expenses, daily expenses, taxes, interest rates. We're talking all of this stuff that goes into it. Not only we have part-time jobs, it's not all, we make everything seem so black and blue. It's bad, babe. Ooh, it's everything is shaded. It's social media has a way of shading every single thing in this world and makes it seem like it's something that, oh, we should all do because they do it. You know what I mean? Being a business owner is a mindset, and a lot of people fail because they don't have the mindset of a business owner. Again, it's something that was influenced by them by other people. However, if this is not you, then this has nothing to do with you. This is just an idea if, you know, for people. Now I can see the thing, like, you went to nursing school but you dropped out because you realized it wasn't for you, so you trying the business owner path. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, be aware, do your research on what you're getting into before you get into it. So that is my take on all of the overstretched, overhyped trends that are going on in the social media world. Again, these were all based off my opinion. My final conclusion is, do what you want with your lives. Just make sure that you are really being prepared to take responsibility for the things that you invest in. There's something worth happen, because again, everything is not promised to go the way that you want it to. We're gonna have a lot of ups and downs. Just make sure that it's something that you truly wanted and not what someone else wants. So again, do you, babes. We're all about promoting positivity on this channel, and, you know, doing what you truly believe you want to do. I think everyone should take some time to do research on the topics that they want to do. I'm like getting into that now, researching. I know it's something that we don't like to hear, researching work. We're out of school, we're in summer, we're here to take a break, but the learning never stops. Even when you're out of college, it never stops. So if you get a head start on it now, girl, you might just be in a better place sooner than you think. So again, thank you for watching this video. I really hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. I'm about to go get this workout in. I hope you guys are being productive, using your time wisely, and really thinking about the choices that are coming up, the opportunities that are coming up, because babes are happening. Alright, bye!